Hello and welcome back to the Grand Gaels. So we are a new character this time, and I think it's time for us to just take a deep breath, take a step back, and look at what exactly went wrong with the previous character. Now with the previous character, essentially the thing that went wrong is that factions rose up against us. And that happened due to a couple of reasons. The first one was he wasn't as well liked as his predecessor. And that's kind of a problem we're going to run into with every single character that takes over. So that's a long-term thing that we need to fix, and it's going to involve making people like our new characters, and there are multitudinous ways that we can do that. But that's not important right now. That's a long-term solution. That's what we're going to be looking at later. What we want to look at right now is short-term solutions so it doesn't happen again. And what we need for that is we need money and we need troops, because money and troops are a very easy way to stop factions from firing, because if you have a lot of money and you have a lot of troops, you can basically just make it so that their factions are not strong enough to actually declare their ultimatums. Therefore there's no war, therefore you don't need to win the war. So all of that is really good. And how are we going to do that? Well, I'm not entirely sure yet. One positive is that we do actually have a building being built in our capital, and it's almost there, this concentric castle. Now this is going to increase our taxes and our levies, I believe, right? Yeah, so we're going to get an extra 0.3 per month, which will be multiplied by any multipliers we have. I don't actually know if we have any multipliers on that one there. Yeah, there we go. So we have a 3%, plus a 10%, plus a 10%, plus a 2, plus a 10, plus a 5. But yeah, essentially, we're going to get a little bit more than 0.3 tax per month, which isn't a ton compared to our minus 13.8 deficit, but you know, it's a good start. What we're also going to get, though, is an extra 150 troops. Yeah, which will again be multiplied by the modifier, which we can see in here. So yeah, that's going to be like, let's say 180 troops, which isn't a lot, but you know, it's a good start. So that's a positive. A huge negative is that we're currently losing money, just very quickly. Now, why are we losing money? Expenses to court positions, court amenities, unraised men-at-arms. Now, are men-at-arms reinforced? They are not. Okay, so some of that will go away once they reinforce. Let's have a look here. Although, another problem that's going to happen is currently we're stronger than we seem to be because we have these mercenaries hired. The moment the mercenaries go away, we look weaker, which is going to be not ideal. So can I see the split here? I can't see the split between... Yeah, I was trying to see if I could get the split between reinforcing income versus just income that just happens naturally every month. We could, of course, turn off monthly reinforcement, but I don't think that's a smart move for us. I think we could just take a couple months of being in debt and then, yeah, recover afterwards. I think that's probably better for us. So that's part of our problem. Court amenities. Court amenities. So we are negative 40 on that. Do we still have to be a top tier court? Yes. Okay, it's one level below its court grandeur. So it only costs us prestige to be below, I think. Does it cost us opinion? I guess I just need to find somebody and see whether it costs us opinion. What's your opinion of me? It doesn't seem to matter there. How about my... Well, mother is probably not the best option. Somebody who's not related to me. Okay, so that doesn't seem to matter at all in terms of opinion. I'm just going to try somebody else, like Sicily. There we go. Yeah, he doesn't care either. Okay, so I think I'm happy letting my court grandeur drop a little bit. It might be time to just let that drop and just not pay for it, basically, for a couple of months. I think that seems like the most sensible option. So if I go down to... Now, do any of these... I'm trying to see if any of these actually give us a bonus to anything that we want to keep. I don't think this one matters. I don't think this one matters either. Okay, so I'm going to take all of these down to 3. Now, it does mean we're dropping below 7 here, so we would lose the offer guardianship acceptance for vassals, imprisonment chance, and men-at-arms counter efficiency. We would also lose the bonus traits. But I think that's okay. I think that's okay. Yeah, and that would then save us 20 per month. I think this is good until we have a solid income for ourselves. So let's apply that one. There we go. So we're now making 4.9 a month, which is actually going to go up. So I think that's a great start. Cool. What else could we do to help our situation? I mean, we can adjust that again in what, 2 years? It should tell me when I try and change it. Yeah, we can actually adjust that again in 1 year. Okay, so it's not even that bad. So we can take a year out from paying for all of that and then come back to it when we're in a better situation. I should maybe do that on every new character, is just drop all of those fairly low and then just build them up over time. That would probably work a little bit better. What else can we do to earn money? Well, we could take a lifestyle that earns us money. Currently, we're into the learning lifestyle, and we've got theologian already, which is pretty nice. It also means that our reformer stuff is cheaper as well, right? Yeah, reformation cost is 50% cheaper, and we get piety per night. So we have a lot of piety, so we can potentially earn some money from the Pope, which seems good. Yeah, I don't think we need any more of this. I think I might go for a stewardship one, and I might go for monthly income just to try and get a, little boost to our economy here. So let's take that one, which now means that we're earning 9.5. That's not just a little boost, that's a huge boost. Yeah, that got us 5 gold. That's crazy. Anyway, is there anything else in here that seems useful? War Profiteer is okay. Demanding payment for hooks is okay because we have the house head hook on everybody, so that's going to give us a lot of just straight up cash. Vassal tax contribution would be very nice. How much are they currently paying me? They're currently paying me 23 a month. If I get 10% of that, that's not insignificant. Okay, anything else? Republican vassal tax contribution up 15%. I don't know if we have any of those, but that would be nice. We don't have any dread, so this one's not going to give us too much. Or at least I don't think we have dread. Income per stress level would be okay. What's avarice? Is that the one that gives us 15% of holding taxes? I mean, that would be nice. Yeah. Is there anything else? Collect taxes effectiveness. Now, is this one of these ones where it says effectiveness, but it's not actually... Oh no, so it's not one that builds up over time. So we could take this just for extra money. Okay, that's an option. And then that would then give us an extra little boost to it. Occasionally when it says effectiveness, what it means is like, say we were to have somebody in our chancellor position and it was improve opinion of vassals, what effectiveness would do, or it might be efficiency it uses for that phrase anyway, what it would do is it just builds you up to the max value quicker. It doesn't actually increase the max value. So although it's useful, it's not like, as useful as you might think. Let's see if there's anything else in here. So none of the rest of that matters. Building's probably not in our future, at least not in our short-term future. One thing I noticed there, domain limit. It has been suggested that we get more personal holdings as a way of getting more personal strength, which does make sense. The problem with that is that our succession law is still, if we go into it, is still partition. And the problem with partition is that at the end, when your character dies, all your land gets split among your children, which is a problem because it doesn't fix the major issue that we have, which is when we have succession, our empire falls apart, right? If we had something like primogeniture, that would be a better solution for us, because then the next character inherits everything and then we have like permanent strength. But I think what's probably better for us right now is just to build up one holding. I was actually just thinking here, I wonder if I build... Actually, this is an option. If we build sub-holdings, those might not be split off? I don't know. I actually don't know if a sub-holding would be inherited or not. I don't know about barony inheritance. What might happen is it might actually pass on to your... it might pass the holding onto your siblings, but they would still be your vassal, which is kind of not great, but anyway. Also, we're only Scots Gaelic. We're not actually Dutch Scots Gaelic. We probably want to change that as well if we can. Is there a way of changing it to your holdings culture? I actually don't... Oh, convert to local culture. There we go. It cost me some prestige, but I think we want to do that. Yeah, let's do that. Cool. So we've now converted, and then anyone who was close to us should have converted. That's just a nice one because it means that we're actually on the right culture. So that we get all of the cultural bonuses that we want. Okay, cool. Next up. Right, where was I? Yes, so I was looking in here and I was talking about domain limits. Yes, so yeah, I don't really think that getting more holdings is that useful, but if we happen to get some holdings, we could hold on to them for a little bit. Although we don't have too many children, do we? We only have 2 daughters and a son. This is actually a great situation, actually, for getting more holdings, because we also don't have a wife currently. So this will be our only son, so all the land would pass to him. Yeah, maybe we do want to get some more personal holdings. So if that's an option, that would be good. He also needs to marry someone. Okay, we probably want to marry somebody, but somebody who's old enough that they're not going to have children. That's kind of our goal there. Right. Next up, empty council positions. Wait, I hadn't finished in here. Sorry. So is there anything in here which is going to be useful to us? Maybe this. Direct vassal opinion. Seeing anything else in here? Total line. Vassals are less likely to join independence factions. That would work pretty well for us. Getting more from powerful vassals in terms of taxes and levies is great. Administrator is okay with vassal opinion. Like, this one's good for giving us vassal opinion. Large levies is also nice to get vassals not to rise up. It might be worth just doing a quick run down the right-hand side here. So you get the vassal levies, you get the ability to get them to not join independence factions as much. I think this might be really good. But, you know, there's definitely an argument for going down this path as well first, depending on whether we need money or people out of factions. Cool. Right, now let's look at something different. Council. This should be fairly okay. This guy is going to be replaced because he currently has 16 stewardship, and he's not a powerful vassal. We can replace him immediately with Duke Lothar II, powerful vassal, tons of stewardship, seems great at the job. Now, he's currently promoting culture, cultural acceptance. I don't think I care about that anymore. In fact, it looks like the land is Luni is underneath us, and then Provence is not that culture. So yeah, I don't need to promote that culture. I'll just move you on to collect taxes for a little bit, earn a little bit more money. So now we're at 10.3. Good. Next Chancellor needs to be put in. We're going to put in this guy. He seems like a good choice. He's also very tall. Okay, he's a giant. That will do it. And he is going to improve my vassal's opinion of me. Perfect. Marshal. We want somebody with good stats. Luckily, we have a powerful vassal with good stats because this guy is going to make our max levies higher. So we'll get him in on that job. Then Spy Master, we want to be somebody who's good at the job, who also likes us. This guy's not great at the job, but he would like us once we put him on the council. Like us a little bit. And him being a powerful vassal and liking us, he'll then give us more stuff. So yeah, that got us 0.1 tax per month. Maybe not, you know, super important, but him being on the council also means he's less likely to join factions. So that's good. Heir unmarried. Hold court. I am not married. Okay. We can ignore all of those. Any factions currently? We have a Liberty faction to lower Crown Authority. We could just give in to that faction at some point, but we'll see how we're feeling at the end of the month once it redoes the calculations. Next up, we need to marry, and our son needs to marry. We could maybe marry into powerful vassals' families, because what that would do is that means that they would have an alliance with us and therefore couldn't join factions. That's good. Who is our most powerful vassal by military strength? Duke Lothar II. Okay. Exclusively sons. But some of them are unmarried. We do have 2 daughters. We could potentially make this happen. So you're married. So we'd want his son to marry one of our daughters. So let's go for our 3-year-old daughter. There we go. Does that gets us an alliance with this guy, but it should allow us an alliance with the father as well. Yeah, let's do that. That seems good. Right, and then we want our heir to marry after that, and we want to marry as well. So, vassals, next one, Westphalen. You're currently married. You're currently married. Sibling currently married. Okay. Next up, We have Italy. Italy, you're currently betrothed to Beatrix. Okay. You have a sibling who's unmarried and 61 years old. Well, that seems perfect. We will marry her. Yep, that's great, and that gets us an alliance with Italy, so he can't join factions, at least until she dies. That'll be good for short-term gain. Next up, Lower Lorraine. Betrothed. Unmarried. You could potentially marry our son. Yeah. Oh, wait, maybe not. Wait, that's lunatic. Lunatic's not genetic. That's fine. That's a fame trait, and that's a physical trait. Okay, so that's positive physical trait. Never mind. You are going to marry my player heir and son. Now, there is a significant age difference, but I think that'll be okay. Yeah, I think this will be fine. And that'll get us another alliance. So let's go with that. Anything else? Hold court. Definitely not right now. And let's go to the end of the month. We are the new emperor. Wonderful. So we formed an alliance with this guy, which is great. So he's no longer going to join factions against us. Formed an alliance with Italy. Same thing. He can't join factions until he's 16, but he won't join them when he gets there. This guy we currently have an alliance with. So now we can get an alliance with his father as well, I think. Wait, do we already have the alliance with you? No. I thought there was a way of doing the alliance with him. Maybe not. Okay, wait a second or two. Right. Let's go back to him. See, because our daughter is betrothed to his son, we should be able to form an alliance with this guy. However, it doesn't appear like that's the case. So there must be something I'm missing with this one. Okay, doesn't matter. 2 out of 3 ain't bad there. It is a dangerous faction. What do you want to do? So you want to install Prince Theodoric on the Holy Roman throne. Okay. Getting this guy out of the faction would actually be great. So it's kind of not great that he's... I'm trying to figure out why. Yeah, I'm trying to figure out why this guy doesn't give us an alliance with him. I guess maybe it's the court that he's in. Maybe you can only get... Maybe that's it? Maybe you can't get a family alliance with the whole lot of them. It just seems like that's not even an option here. It's not even grayed out. So, yeah, I don't know. Maybe there's just something I'm missing. Let me see. If I go for my daughter, is there anybody who we could marry that's even related to him? No. So, we'll just have to ignore that one. We do have another daughter, so we'll look through some of these other options. You... Okay, already married. Next one. Aha! You have some young sons. Well, Leopold? What's this one? He's a witch. Alright. Well, he's going to marry my daughter. That's fine. And that gets us an alliance with him, which will at least get us 17% out of the faction, which seems good. Alliance formed. He leaves the faction. We're still not great, but that has reduced their strength a little bit. We still have a little bit of strength to go. We've got another 4,000 troops that are going to rise up, which is going to help slightly in terms of this. Do we have any, like, brothers or sisters who are unmarried? Married. 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 Sister. Betrothed. You're betrothed to who? Prince Arnold of Francia. Alright, yeah, because I was going to try and get an alliance with Francia. Okay, but we can't get an alliance with Francia through that way. I could break the betrothal, then marry her off to somebody who's better for us right this second. Okay, I'm going to break the betrothal. It's going to make Francia very unhappy with us, but to be honest, I've got other problems. Let's just see if we've got anyone. So, Holland. How about you marry my sister? That gets us an alliance here, and it gets another 15.1% out of the faction. That's good. Let's go with that. New coinage. What do we want to do? We can get new silver coins, which gives us development growth. We can get prestige, or we can get new coins and 300 gold. I'm going to take the prestige. Yeah, just for just now. New alliance. Countess Martha got 10 dread and should leave the faction. Nice. So that faction is now a lot weaker than it was, which is good. Okay, so we need to keep working on that. We haven't got to another month yet, have we? No, and in fact, the months the more we weaken the faction, the more months we get in order to build up our forces, which is good. Let's keep building them up. Let's wait another month. So we're now at 16,000. How's it looking? We have a new faction. Oh, we also have an independence faction that's got a couple of members in it. This is now 6 months, and it hasn't really gone down in strength. Okay, so what else could I do? What else could I do? There's no more. Yeah, as far as I can tell, there's no more factions I could create here. Or sorry, no more alliances I could create here. Use the actual words that I wanted to use. Yeah, everyone's betrothed. Wait, I could marry off my parents. They are currently married to each other. Yeah, okay, that's unfortunate. Trying to think if there's anything else. I mean, we could try and improve this person's opinion of us, and that could potentially remove him from the faction. The problem is we'd have to spend a lot of gold on it, potentially. We could try swaying him, but that's going to take too long. We don't have the gold currently either, so we need to get that from somewhere. Let's sway this guy. You know, even if it's going to take too long, we'll start working on it now. You. We could try murdering you. That's an option. We could imprison you, which is also an option. Imprison and kill him would at least change... Yeah, it would change the faction slightly. So chances of murdering. 24%. That's not 0. It would take too long, but that could work. Yeah. Request excommunication would probably work, but the Pope doesn't want to do it. We could put this person underneath somebody else. That's not going to fix it. They can still press his claim. We could put one of the other people in the faction underneath somebody else, and that would fix it. Like if I was to put Upper Lorraine underneath a kingdom, that would fix it immediately. The problem then is that I'm putting it under a kingdom that isn't next door to it. So one, it's going to look awful, and two, I'm really increasing a particular king's strength. Luxembourg as well. It's right in here. This is the only guy we can remove from the faction that's going to make a difference. Did he really have nobody we could... Yeah, he just has no family members who are currently alive. These guys are all dead, and then his children are all like betrothed or married. So that's, yeah, it's just an unfortunate circumstance there. I could stick him underneath Italy, who we just secured an alliance with. That would mean that he's immediately out of the faction. That could work. We would have to revoke it later, or retract the vassal later, but that would fix it. Let me just see. So what's the threshold? Is 70%. This takes out 57.7%. That's not enough, is it? Because 57... Yeah, that's not going to be enough, because that'll get it down to... Yeah, down to 74%, I think. I'm now just... Yeah, then that'll get us down to 74%. So we'd also have to get somebody else out of the faction on top of that. But I'm tempted to give the land to Italy. If we had more money, what I would think about doing is creating a kingdom here. And then we could put people underneath them. You know what I could do? I could put them underneath Holland. That's at least closer, right? And we have an alliance with them as well. Let me just check that's right. We have an alliance with them through... Is that one through our sister? Yeah, we have an alliance through our sister. With Holland. Yeah, I think that's what we do. I think we stick them underneath Holland. I'm going to grant you... wait. Because a duke cannot be the vassal of a duchess. Wait, is Holland only a duchy? Oh, I thought it was a kingdom. Oh, my bad. Did I never create the Kingdom of Holland? Oh, it would be Kingdom of Frisia? No, I need 500 gold for that. If we could do that, that would look nicer. How long till we can ask the Pope for money? Let's have a look in here. Ask for gold. He would do it if he liked us. Okay, and if our level of devotion was higher. Is there anything I can do to make the Pope like us? I could grant him a vassal. That's probably not really what we want to be doing. I could give him titles, but that'd be my personally held titles. Don't know. Just continuing to think through options. I could gift him an artifact. Let's say I wanted to give him the Renowned Wolf. What would that do for us? Gain 3 opinion. Well, that's not really going to do very much for us, is it? What about if I gave him the Iron Crown of Lombardy? 8 opinion. Well, that's not really going to do a lot, is it? 25 opinion if I give him this crown. Wait, does that crown increase... Oh, I thought it said it increased something like opinion. No, not at all. Do we have any better crowns? Maybe there's something we can do with our inventory? Strathern one, no. No, none of them actually do anything for us. Okay, the dagger has another 23 years on it. Yeah, nothing else that we have there that's going to make any difference. Okay, well, I guess we'll just, like, unpause and let another month go by and see what happens. See, factions, 5 months left. It's got weaker, so if we were to get this person out, that faction would actually disappear. Okay, they got stronger again. Somebody new joined it. I am now a deviant, apparently. People know that. Oh, I wasn't aware of that. Okay. Well, do we have any other secrets that I should be aware of? No. Okay, fair enough. Yep, level of devotion just dropped. Less likely to get money from the Pope. Okay, we can ignore them. Continue waiting. Yeah, this person wants to give me 50 gold. I'll take it. Honestly, great news. Let's have a look here. So they now have 152% strength. Who else is in this one? Austria? 24%. They just have a lot of, like, small percentages here. I'm tempted to give a lot of land to Italy right now. I could give them Austria, suppose. Yeah. It could work. Who else have I got? Yeah, that is Tyrol. I could give them as well. Let's grant Italy some land. You currently hate me because you want a position on the council. Well, prepare to love me. I'm going to grant you this one. Just to start. Okay, so we've weakened them slightly. Then going to grant them Austria. Just going to weaken the faction more. Who else is in this faction? West Franconia apparently holds land all the way up there. Doesn't seem right. Wait. Did I click on the wrong bit? What titles do you hold? West Franconia, Marburg. No, I don't. This must just be his current location, maybe. Yeah. Okay. So they hold land in here. Thuringia is there. I think I might give this one to Italy as well. Yeah, it's kind of close. A lot of this land is going to be Italy for just now. Because they can't join factions against us. Which makes them great choices. Any of you guys in the other faction? Lothian. That one's up north, I think. Wait, if they're up north, I could probably... Yeah, you know what? Welcome to Norway. Cool. Right, so we'll do that. Norway's now a little bit happier with us. So that got rid of the independence faction. And you're Wales, right? Yeah, you are Wales. Okay. Back down here. If I got rid of you... No, really I need to put Upper Lorraine underneath Italy. I think that's my only option here. Yep. He is now pretty happy with me due to all of the people I gave him. And now, we need a new steward, and it could potentially be the King of Italy. There we go. Now, this has only very temporarily fixed our issues, because basically we've thrown all of our eggs in the Italy basket. If at any point our alliance with Italy falls apart, Italy now becomes a problem. But until then, we're kind of sorted, right? We have no factions that are going to fire up immediately, and it gives us just time to build up and get some strength. Yeah, let's go with that. Anyway, I'm going to end the episode there. Thank you for watching. I'll see you next time. Goodbye.